Hi everyone. In this video, I am going to explain you about A star algorithm and its implementation in Python programming. A star algorithm will fall under heuristic algorithms, and it is widely known as best first search algorithm, that is A star algorithm. It evaluates the nodes by combining GH, cost to reach the node, and HN is a heuristic value, the cost to get from the node to the goal node. So the total function what we are evaluating is f of n is equal to g of n plus h of n. And since g of n is the path cost from the start node to the current node, and h of n is the estimated cost of the cheapest path from the current node to the goal node. So we have f of n is equal to estimated cost of the cheapest solution through the current node. Here n represents the current node. Thus, we are trying to find out the cheapest solution. A reasonable thing to try the first is a node with the lowest value of g of n plus h of n. Let's discuss about the A star algorithm with an example by taking the Romania map. This is a simple road map of Romania, a part of Romania, and we'll take Arad as a source and Bucharest as a destination. This algorithm should find out the shortest distance between Arad and Bucharest. This is a heuristic shortest, or you can call it like a heuristic value for each and every city, and this can be obtained by just measuring a straight line distance between each city to Bucharest. Assume these are some values. So from Arad to Bucharest, let us assume we'll take around 366 kilometers and so on, which is represented for each city. Now let us start from the initial state Arad. Now you have to calculate the f of n for Arad. So the cost to reach from the starting node to the current node, which we called it as an g of n, is initially 0 here for Arad, and then a straight line distance is 366 from Arad to Bucharest. So that we got from this table. Total 366. Now expand the error. When you expand the error, see, by going through this graph, you can say that you can move from Arad to either Zerin. It will take 75 kilometers. From Arad to Sibiu, it will take 140 kilometers. From Arad to Timusura, it will take 118 kilometers. So these are the three cities what we can reach from Arad. Take Sibiu. First you have to calculate the g of n plus h of n, which is equal to f of n. So we calculated for Sibiu like this. 140 is treated like a g of n. So where we can get this 140 value from the graph. See here, from if you want to travel from the source to the current node, assume that you are in Sibiu. So g of n will become 140. And you will get a straight line distance, which is called as an h of n for Sibiu from this table. See Sibiu here, so which is 253. Now add these two things, you will get 393. So like this, you calculate for each and every node. For Timisura, you will get 447. For Zeran, you will get 449. Right? So among all these things, next you have to choose the shortest one. So the shortest one is Sibiu. Okay, so shortest value is Sibiu. So you choose Sibiu and you try to expand Sibiu. So when you expand Sibiu, so you can reach from Sibiu to all these nodes. Okay, so from Sibiu to Ara, you can reach again to Ara. So no need of this actually, but you have to take all these things. Then Fagaras, Viridia, and then Rimicu Valsia. So for all these cities, you just try to calculate f of n, as we did for CBU. And when you are calculating for example, let us assume that you are calculating for Rimicu Valsia. You are trying to calculate f of n for Rimicu Valsia. It is 413. How you got this 413? This is g of n 220. 220 you got this distance from a source to the current node. Right? The distance from CBU to Rimicu Valsia is added with the distance from Arar to CBU. So you will get 220. And then heuristic straight line distance is 193 that you can get directly from the table. Right? So this representation. So now you got 413 for Ryukyu vaccine. So like this, you calculate for all these cities. Okay. So now you just try to identify the shortest value or the smallest value. The smallest value is for Ryukyu vaccine. Now you go to Ryukyu vaccine and you expand Ryukyu vaccine. So if you expand Rimikyu once here, so these are the cities what we'll get as a nodes here. And now you calculate f of n for each city. And please observe here among all these cities, you got less value for Vitas T. 417 for Vitas T. But if you see the previous level, so Fagaras has 415, but Vitas T has 417. So you should not go in this way and just you backtrack to Fagaras and then you try to expand Fagaras. If you expand Fagaras, you will reach to Bucharest, but so it will take 450. But when you look at Pitasti, there is a chance to reach Bucharest with 417 itself. So you will backtrack again from this Fagaras to Petasti again, and you will expand Petasti. So if you expand Petasti, you will reach to the other nodes and as well as Bucharest. But if you see f of n value for Bucharest, so it is 418. So which is the shortest among all the values what you have found previously. See the previous value what you have found for Bucharest is through Fagares, you reached with value 450. But if you reach in this particular path, so Arad to Sibiu and then Rimicu, Valsia, Pitasti and Bucharest, it will take only 418. So this is how you can find the shortest path by using A-star algorithm. This is a code for A-star algorithm, and before going to explain this code, so you need to construct this heuristic value, so which is this table, heuristic straight line distance values, and you have to construct this kind of map. So instead of giving this map as an input, so you give the city names, distance among the cities. So like that, if you give it in the form of text, it will become very easy to read the content and to process the data. So in order to do that, we have taken two files. One file is to represent distance among the cities, and one file is taken to represent the straight line distance. See this Romania underscore SLD is a text file which will help us in identifying or representing the straight line distance from one city to reach Bucharest. Okay, and so which is represented here in slides in the form of table. So this is what we represented there as a heuristic distance in the text file. And next We'll try to represent what we have represented in map in a text file. So Romania is a file which represents similar to a map like this. Arad to Zeran 75 kilometers, Arad to Sibiu 140 kilometers, Arad to Timisoara, right, 118 kilometers, and so on. We will try to read all these content and we'll try to perform the A star algorithm. Okay. So in order to do that, your program require a queue to store a cities. Okay, so for that we implemented or we have imported heap queue, and we implemented a class called priority queue, which takes the cities in the form of list, and which will help us in pushing the cities into queue, and then which will help us in popping the cities from the queue. Okay, and which will help us in searching whether it is empty, the queue is empty. So if the queue is empty, it returns true, otherwise it will return false. Check, we will not use this check, so check will return the just say cities. Okay, that is about a queue what we'll use. And then coming to the main part of the program, the first statement to execute. Since it is a main program, so it will become main function, and name of the function is special function underscore underscore main. Now the control enters into it, and here we called a main method. Okay. So we defined a main method here. The control jumps into the main method. So here src is arr and tst is book arrest. Now we are calling a make dict, which is a function we have defined, and the control jumps to make dict. See here, make dict is taking the text file, Romania text file, which is representing to the entire map. And we'll read the content line by line by going through this for loop, and we are splitting the content based on the comma. Okay, so line and assigned it to a line. So line with index 0 represents to the first city. Let me show you this. See, this is Romania, which is a text file. We are reading the first line for the first time, okay, and we are splitting this with a comma. So, and it is assigned to line, list line. So line of 0 index represents to RR, which is the first city here, city 1. Then line of 1, index 1 is handed over to CT2, here it is Jaran. Then uh, line of 2, which is representing to an integer value. So as we read it, it might be read in the form of string. In order to convert it into an integer, we converted it into an integer and hand over it to a variable called dist. Then the very important thing what we are doing here is we just created an empty Romania, which is representing to a dictionary. Romania is an object which is representing to a dictionary. So what you are trying to do is you are trying to create a dictionary with city 1 first in the first line here. So the same kind of line is repeated for 2 times. The first line here is representing to an key value array here, into which will be placed into a Romania dictionary. Okay, so first arad will be taken as a key, and then the second city and its dist, which is representing to the kilometers or distance. Okay, so combination of this city 2 and its distance will be handed over to the dictionary with a key array. Okay, and uh, quite opposite to it in the second line will do that. So the second city you will take, that is Zaran, and then you will combine city 1 and its corresponding distance. So this indicates that whether you travel from Arad to Zerand or Zerand to Arad, so it will take only the 75 kilometers. Okay, so vice versa. In order to represent this, we made it into a dictionary. So we'll make this for all the values in the dictionary. We'll make for all these entries into this dictionary Romania. Okay, so this is about this make dict function. Then the control goes back again where we have called make dict. So the control next comes to here a star src and dst, which represents to Arad and Bucharest. So the control goes back again to this function called a star, goes to the function called a star. See here. So now Arad is represented with a variable called star, and Bucharest is represented with a variable called end. Now we just create a empty dictionary which stores path, so which will help us in storing the cities which will fall under on the path, and will try to create a distance as an empty dictionary which will help us in storing the distances what we have traversed, and then we are just trying to create an object to the priority queue. And next we are trying to make heuristic distance with this function. Okay, make heuristic dict is a function which will help us in reading the heuristic values. So the control moves to the definition of this function. Okay, so where h is an empty dictionary here, and then we are trying to open a Romania underscore sld.txt file. Let me show you that text file. This is the text file which contains the city and its heuristic distance. So we'll read it line by line. We'll split them based on the comma, and we are treating this city name as a key in this dictionary, and this as a value. Okay, so an integer number will be treated as a value. The city will be treated as a key, and all these things will be handed over to a dictionary. So this will be made for all these values or all the entries in this file. Okay, so finally h will be returned, and the control goes back here, and the same thing will be returned by the function and will be handed or thrown to the variable h. Then we are trying to push initially the start, so which in our case it is Arad. We pushed it into a queue, and then we just trying to have a distance. Okay, so it is actually at first time it is empty, so start is representing to its key and its value is assigned to 0. Then path, so path is a also a dictionary, so where its start is representing to Arad. So Arad will act like a key here, and its value is none initially, which will help us in storing the path, right? What we traverse from Arad to Bucharest. The next one is expanded list, which will help us in storing the cities what we have expanded. Okay, so if you take this example, so total expanded, see in this example, whatever we have calculated here, so total expanded list will become 6. How is Arad? We have expanded Arad, Sibiu, Fagaras, Rimicu, Valsia, Pitasti, and also you please remember this point. You also feel that you have expanded this Bucharest. So totally you have expanded 6 nodes. So we want to store all these 6 things, and we have to represent all these expanded lists. So in order to store all these expanded list, we have just created a list with a name expanded list. Initially it is empty. Now if the queue is empty, then it will return false, so this condition will become true. Then if this is see queue dot is empty, is empty will return true if the queue is empty, or otherwise it will return false. That means if there is something in the queue, then this condition will become true and will enter into this while loop. Now let us pop some city from the queue and then treat it as a current. Now you treat that the current node is expanded, you append it into an expanded list. So initially our city is current city is Arar. You have expanded this. If current is equal to n, so then you if you end is nothing but Bucharest, so current is Arad, so you won't do it. So if you reach the destination, then this condition will become true. Then you are trying to come out of this loop. So break will help us in coming out of the loop. Then for loop, this is the true logic, so which will help us in getting all the content from that. Okay, so whatever you have expanded, try to calculate the g cost for each node, and then so here the sequence what we are receiving here is from Romania, which is a dictionary. We'll start from the current node, and the name of the current node is Arar. So since the current is representing to a key, so whatever this Romania dictionary contains with the key Arar, so all those values will be retrieved and will be handed over one after another to new. Okay, so for example, if you take the current index is RR, and then if you see RR, we have expanded all these things, right? Zerand, Sibiu, and Temesura. So all these will be represented in it. Okay, so first one by one, it is going to consider the city. Whenever it considers a city, first it is going to calculate this its g cost. So initially the distance of the current node will be 0, and then new distance, for example, if you take from Zaran, so its distance will be 75, and the 75 0 plus 75 will be included as a g cost. And then you are checking a condition if new dot city is not in the distance, or g cost is less than the distance of the new city, so which is representing to an index. New dot city is representing to an index. If this is condition is true, then you will enter into this, and you will calculate the distance for the city, and you assign it a g cost for the city what you have considered with this index. And then you have to calculate the f cost. So f cost is nothing but g of n plus the heuristic cost. So g cost plus heuristic cost. See, heuristic here is again is a function call here. So we'll jump back to the heuristic function call, which will be taken node as a value or an index. And whenever you find a particular, so here node represents to a city and value represents to a distance. So the value will be corresponding value for the city will be displayed. The heuristic value for the city will be returned by this function. Okay, so the heuristic value you will get here. So for example, if you are calculating this for the first time like Zaran, so the heuristic value what you will get is 374. Okay, so if you want to display what you have calculated f cost, so g cost is like 75, and heuristic cost is like we have represented here 374. So it is added and you will get 490 sorry 449 as an output. If you want to see whatever you have calculated f cost, you just try to print it, and whatever the g cost if you have calculated, you just try to print over here. Okay, and then after calculating, if you just push this city and its f cost onto the queue, and then assign the path as a what you have traversed, and the current is handed over to the path, and by based on the index new dot city. And after calculating, so this will be repeated continuously for each and every city which has been expanded from a current node. Okay, so this will be repeated until you reach this current is equal to n. then only it is going to break. Then after doing all these things, so it will come out of the loop, and just we are trying to print the output what we have constructed: start, end, path, okay, distance, and expanded list. So this is a function call. The control jumps to this function call. See here, just we are trying to display all the things whatever we have calculated. The final path we have whatever we calculated that in path, and then whatever you have just calculated as an expanded list, and the length of the expanded list and the final path. You just try to display all those things onto the screen, and distance at the end. So end is representing to the Bucharest. So distance is a value or the dictionary what we have considered here. So that will be calculated, and it will be evaluated as a total cost, that will be displayed as a total cost. So now just execute this program, and see here this has given you that the list of cities that are expanded is Arad, Sibiu, Dimicu, Valsia, Fagaras, Pitosti, and Bucharest. These are total 6 cities what we have expanded. You can see it in this diagram. Okay, so total 6 cities. And now you can see that the final path is without this Fagaras, right? So we should not include this Fagaras, because we traverse from Sibiu, so Arad to Sibiu, then we traverse to Rimkhuvansia, Pitosti, and Bucharest. So no need to represent Fagaras. So here Fagaras has been eliminated, and these are the nodes which are involved in our final path. And the cities what we got in the final path is 5, and the total cost we got is 480. Okay, so this is about A star algorithm. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thanks for watching this video.